Dans le club, avec mon gars de Grenoble, on veut devenir noble en faisant. Un entrepreneur, move comme un sage. Sur mon grind, j'suis jamais au chômage. J'ai le biz, ce n'est pas qu'une image. Ces rappeurs vivent une vie de mirage. Au fond d'une berline, tout comme un président. J'suis artiste indépendant, t'inquiète, j'suis un avant-gardiste. Un visionnaire en avance sur son temps. On a un style insolent, hey. BMX5 Saint-Laurent, je suis à l'avant du truck avec Roger. BMX5 Saint-Laurent, je suis à l'avant du truck avec Roger. Mets du respect sur le V, tout est noir, j'ai lunettes teintées sur le nez. Le big au sun everyday sur ma nez, je suis refait dans les airs, sur les quais. BMX5 sur les champs, je suis à l'avant du whip avec EV. BMX5 sur les champs, je suis à l'avant du whip avec EV. Hey, sur mon wrist, mais je whip. Vois sur les dogs, c'est que je veux pas en civil. Y'a ceux qu'on écoute et y'a ceux qu'on l'argent, puis y'a ceux qu'on la flemme. T'es natif de chez Koutimi. Me sors pas tes excuses bidon. T'assumes pas mais t'écoutes Evic, yeah. Tranche de bacon. Les médias mentent pour ça y'a pas de doute, yeah. Vraiment j'ai percé où y'avait pas de bout, yeah. YouTube, rap, sur quel pied je danse, en vrai je sais pas. Je sais qu'à la base on me voyait. Je mets des skate cars, et 10 ans plus tard tous les 3 mois je suis au States, ah. LA, Beach, 5-1-4. Aucun snap. Demain j'arrête si je veux. BMX5 Saint-Laurent, je suis à l'avant du truck avec Roger. BMX5 Saint-Laurent, je suis à l'avant du truck avec Roger. Mets du respect sur le V, tout est noir, j'ai lunettes teintées sur le nez. Le big au sun everyday sur ma nez, je suis refait dans les airs, sur les quais. BMX5 sur les champs, je suis à l'avant du whip avec EV. BMX5 sur les champs, je suis à l'avant du whip avec EV. Hey, sur mon wrist, mais je whip. Vois sur les dogs, c'est que je veux pas en civil.
UK Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
A look at the West All-Stars starting group. Durant is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Curry in at the point.
And we've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And Kevin Durant has hoisted that All-Star MVP trophy.
One of the most effortless scorers you'll ever see. He's had some big games on the biggest stage. And this has become one of the must-see events of the year, which is obvious by all the star power in attendance here tonight.
Well, certainly the Hollywood crowd is on hand, the biggest names from the sports world, music stars. Everybody wants to be a part of All-Star Week.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Deal. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
And this game literally has been wide open as it gets.
Yeah, both teams completely neglecting their defensive duties.
And it's Leonard missing. first quarter. The West making some changes. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Durant. And Chase subbed in for Paul George. Beal's shot is good. Beal's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, the floor awareness and passing ability of Embiid, very impressive, and he continues to grow as a passer.
LeBron against Leonard. It's Beal on the wing. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Curry kicks to Shea. The three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Don't let Shea have those looks beyond the arc. That's trouble.
Curry against Harden. Outside, Beal. Lets it go from the wing. The East All-Stars tack on 2 more.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Fires the three. And Davis throws it down.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways. And that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Now here's Harden for the three. Bradley Beal, and that's good. Beal's got 9 points.
Well, you can't expect lockdown D in the All-Star game, especially in the first half.
And Towns gets it to go.
And the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball. And the East with some changes. Jokic has checked in for Joel Embiid, and Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Bradley Beal. Andre Drummond's checked in for the West. Irving comes in for Steph Curry. Now, here is Irving. And they double up Shea. Irving passes to Shea. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. From deep three-point range. Again, Shea missing.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the West All-Star. 4-point game.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here's Westbrook. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Puts it up from 12. A shot missing. Empty that time from Leonard. Outside Irving. Pass to Leonard. Shea outside. Three-pointer. Second shot opportunity. In deep. Davis drops it in. Davis has got 6.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Harden's shot is off. Harden's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. He didn't talk a lot about their game strategy. It was just about getting guys involved when they're on the floor. He also wants to see certain lineups together. He said it's fun dreaming about what could be if you had all this talent on the same team. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Irving kicks to Shea. Leonard against LeBron. Loads it up for Davis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
That's exactly why you watch the All-Star game, to see plays just like that.
Davis has gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Westbrook with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Giannis inside. He's guarded by Davis. And Antetokounmpo. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
How about? Five straight made from the field to start.
And the defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. And when that's the case, just keep feeding the hot hand.
Now here's Shea. Lets the 3 fly. Westbrook pulls it in.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. And tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too. Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Bobbed up there for Drummond. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And I like the timing, Kevin, that Drummond has on these alley-oops. That's not as easy as he makes it look. He knows precisely when to leave the ground to receive the pass and finish it off.
James Harden, one of the most feared scorers in league history. He gets... Two players in now for the East. And some changes here for the West All-Stars.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily.
They've got Marc Gasol. Trae Young is out there with Bradley Beal. And it's LeBron James. And it's Embiid in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Now, here is Young. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Simmons. Right side Towns. Towns is doubled. Simmons finds KD. And Shea gets it to go on the assist by Durant. Shea's got the game tied up here for the West All-Stars. Young pass to Beal. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
The East making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Here's Beal. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. And Davis throws it down.
Shea knows to have his head up at all times, scanning the floor, because that way you can deliver to an open teammate on time, on target.
Now, here is Young. Pass to James. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for... 8 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Ball with the steal. The shot, no good. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the West All-Stars. And it's time to strap in as we get set to bring you the All-Stars making a switch here. It's the first that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. So it's the East All-Stars taking the W in a close one.
This was truly a night that belonged to the fans. I mean, it was another great showcase of the world-class talent across the NBA.
It seems to get better and better every year, doesn't it, Greg? It's so fun to watch. It was certainly a fun evening. We thank all of you for joining us and watching with us. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
Jeune finesseur. Right. BMX5 Saint-Laurent, je suis à l'avant du truck avec Roger. BMX5 Saint-Laurent, je suis à l'avant du truck avec Roger. Mets du respect sur le V, tout est noir, j'ai lunettes teintées sur le nez. Le Big Sun everyday sur ma nez, je suis refait dans les airs, sur les quais. BMX5 sur les champs, je suis à l'avant du whip avec EV. BMX5 sur les champs, je suis à l'avant du whip avec EV. Hey, sur mon wrist, mais je whip. Voiture exotique, je joue pas en civil. Je Roger, j'ai le flow le plus tendance. Chaque fois je chante.
danse. On cross et country, je suis rendu en France. Yves Saint-Laurent sur ma nouvelle fragrance. Recouvert de camouflage japonais avec une demoiselle qui me parle quand tenait. Dans le club, avec mon gars de Grenoble. On veut devenir noble en faisant. Jeune entrepreneur, move comme un sage. Sur mon grind, je suis jamais au chômage. J'ai le biz, ce n'est pas qu'une image. Ces rappeurs vivent une vie de mirage.
Hey, what can I get for you today? Great choice. That's a difference maker. Yeah, there you go. That'll definitely help.
Got it. Let's go with this one.
Au fond d'une berline, tout comme un président. Je suis artiste indépendant, t'inquiète, je suis un avant-gardiste, un visionnaire en avance sur son temps, on a un style insolent, hey.
BMX5 Saint-Laurent, je suis à l'avant du truck avec Roger. BMX5 Saint-Laurent, je suis à l'avant du truck avec Roger. Mets du respect sur le V, tout est noir, j'ai lunettes teintées sur le nez. Le big sun everyday sur ma nez, je suis refait dans les airs, sur les quais.
BMX5 sur les champs, je suis à l'avant du whip avec EV. BMX5 sur les champs, je suis à l'avant du whip avec EV. Hey, sur mon wrist, mais je whip. Vois sur les drugs, c'est que je veux pas en civil.
Y'a ceux qu'on écoute et y'a ceux qu'on l'argent, puis y'a ceux qu'on la flemme. T'es natif de Chicoutimi. Me sors pas tes excuses bidons. T'assumes pas mais t'écoutes Evic. Yeah, tranche de bacon. Les médias mentent pour ça y'a pas de doute. Yeah. Vraiment j'ai percé où y'avait pas de trou. Yeah, YouTube.
What's up, Levi?
Hey, got something for you.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Sur quel pied je danse, en vrai je sais pas. Je sais qu'à la base on me voyait. Je mets des skate cars. Et 10 ans plus tard, tous les 3 mois je suis aux States. LA, Beach, 5-1-4. Aucun snap. Demain j'arrête si je veux. BMX5 Saint-Laurent, je suis à l'avant du truck avec Roger. BMX5 Saint-Laurent, je suis à l'avant du truck avec Roger. Mets du respect sur le V, tout est noir, j'ai lunettes teintées sur le nez. Le big sun everyday sur ma nez, je suis refait dans les airs, sur les quais.
BMX5 sur les champs, je suis à l'avant du whip avec EV. BMX5 sur les champs, je suis à l'avant du whip avec EV. Hey, sur mon wrist, mais je whip. Vois sur les drugs, c'est que je veux pas en civil.
They too basic. I can never shake their hand. They too basic. Halloween. Breaking records that good. I really trap that good. Back in my day, that crazy probably. I'm out of town, never out of touch. Chase checks, never chase. Young got a city locked. Just know whatever I say goes. And my wrist gon' freeze. And I'm rich low key, but I'm just 14. And my wrist gon' freeze. And I'm rich low key, but I'm just 14. Top down, rise up. When we see the bag, don't surprise us.
all the time. And I'm the first one to shake. Like, why do I got to wait for this long bus ride?
Folks, thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. With Doris Berg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. And we welcome in someone who has been writing and communicating and nothing typical. Well, Oakland has been a wonderful home for the Warriors, but we know San Francisco will be too. Thanks, DA. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last few months for LeBron.
It's been surprising to me to see him take a little bit of a tumble lately in terms of what he's doing for them offensively. The points just haven't been there for him like they were a few months back. The defenses he's facing have adjusted to him, and he hasn't been able to make his own adjustment.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. And it's Jay in at the one spot. And for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's McKinney in at the three. And Kuzma slams it in.
Well, easy bucket there, right? Shea finding the wide open man. Great decision.
Curry kicks to McKinney. Dishes it to Thompson. Golden State moving the ball around. Ron moving to Los Angeles and joining the Lakers. Magic Johnson is a major component of that recruitment. Bill, what happens now that Magic is no longer with the organization?
If I was a Laker fan with the cap space they have, with the window of LeBron for just like 2-3 more years max, I would want the best possible person running my team who's going to everything. Every single shoot around, going to Europe to scout, you know, foreign players and all that stuff. That's what they need.
Good point. Didn't think that was going to go in.
Well, in case anyone has forgotten, Steph Curry with a reminder of what ridiculous range he has. It's amazing how he's able to maintain technique even from that distance.
James, the pass to Davis. The shot will not fall. Cauley-Stein with the defensive effort. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Here's Spellman, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, wow. Kev, how about that fantastic look by Steph Curry? The ability to create and make the guys around him better.
And he makes that one.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
From deep, another three for Golden State.
Well, I'm not sure there's a player in the league with a better feel for that shot than Steph Curry. If he gets it off clean, you know it's going in.
Down low, Kuzma. And Davis throws it down.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what? Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Shea passes to Caldwell Pope over Thompson, and the shot is long.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Well, in attack the cup. Klay Thompson, more ways to score than you think.
Back to Jay. This one for three. The shot, no good. The Warriors go the other way. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
They were forced into tons of sloppy play, and I think they'll be looking to be more composed tonight.
Thompson from long range. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Lakers. 6-point game. Bill, it was in Boston where you received your master's degree in journalism. What attracted you to this profession? Why journalism?
I couldn't do anything else, and I didn't like manual labor.
Oh, really?
No, that really was it. I was good at writing.
Like anybody in your family or anybody you
No,
idolize?
I was always a good writer, and I liked writing and sports.
Yeah.
So just kind of like, I'll do those two things
Did
together.
it in high school, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, started in high school. I had the big thing for me was in college. I had a column for the school newspaper, really from freshman year on. And around sophomore year, I felt like it started to get momentum. And that was the first time I thought, I wonder if I can get paid for this.
Right.
Which, as it turned out, no, until I was about 29.
Yeah. Warriors leading by 4. The pass to Cauley Stein. Now the feed to Curry. The 15-footer, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Curry's got 10 points.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Here's Thompson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Boy, Thompson keeps his composure through the contact. If you're going to foul him, it better be done right because you don't want to give him this and one.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Lakers trail by 9. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Shea kicks to Caldwell Pope. LeBron passes to Shea. Back to James. 6 on the shot clock. Shea outside. That ball's off target. It's his third miss. He's made 2 shots from the field. Here's McKinney. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Goes up with a strike. Curry's shot is off.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
A shot by Thompson and no one's around. Second chance shot. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Bill, you're a basketball historian. We know that. Do fans romanticize too much about the past?
I would say the other way. I think they don't appreciate it enough, especially like the millennials and Gen Z. You know you're out there, you're playing this game right now. They tend to think the league started when Kobe showed up and that the 90s and the 80s didn't happen. I sense a real resentment from the younger fans with the LeBron versus MJ thing because LeBron's their guy. They get to watch LeBron. They don't want to hear that MJ was better than him, so they make the case for LeBron and the way things are now.
But what about like the Oscar Robertsons, the Elgin Baylors? And we talked about, my goodness, you talk about some of these players. Unbelievable.
Yeah, the
fantastic
60s,
numbers.
70s, 80s.
Oh.
I think part of what hurts is people can go on YouTube, and when you watch some of the older stuff, nobody's playing defense.
Shea with the bucket.
Well, zero hesitation from Shea right there. Rise and fire with authority.
Curry with it. Shea's there.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Warriors have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And here is Los Angeles now, trailing by 13. Shot from the low block. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Shea is out there with Cook, and it's Lopez in at the 5.
Well, Burke showing he's more than just a scorer. Terrific pass to his teammate.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Shea in the last game against the Pelicans lit up the floor. He had 30 points, and he was in a groove all game long from both the free throw line and behind the arc. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss, and they'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Bill, do you ever think we're going to eliminate conferences in the NBA playoff seeding?
I think that they would have done a 16 seed no conference playoff format years ago. I think they were really worried about the travel though. And they've looked at it and they've really studied it and they've looked at the effects of, let's say Boston plays Portland in round 1 and you're flying 3,100 miles or 3,200 miles in 3 time zones and all that stuff. And it's a 2-2-1-1-1 series. What is the effect on the team if it goes 7? I think they're really afraid of it. I wish they did it. I don't like the conferences. I don't really understand them. And over the course of NBA history, they've been really confused by the conferences. I wrote about this in the book of basketball, where we had years where San Antonio was playing in the East for a while, and Baltimore was in the West, which go look at a map. Baltimore being in the West is ridiculous. Baltimore was in the West and Philly was in the East, and they're like 50 miles away from each other.
Yeah, made no sense.
So they've never really 100% figured out the conferences, and I just think the 1 through 16 makes more sense.
It would sure be better basketball.
It would be better.
Yeah. Here's Looney, and the rebound goes to Lopez. Shea inside. He picked up 30 points in their last win against New Orleans.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
You have to be a fan of how Robin Lopez refuses to give any shot a free pass. He'll block and challenge anything.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Lakers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Alfonso McKinney's checked in for the Warriors. Klay Thompson comes in for Alec Burks. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Lakers. Robinson against James. Robinson passes to Thompson. He can't get that one. Good D by Lopez. Lakers trail by 13. Shea, no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Lopez with the block. 3-on-3. LeBron James on the wing. Bill, defenders are doing a better job of challenging the shooter from the side so they don't foul and don't step into that landing space when he comes down from shooting.
Yeah, I don't like the landing space. And all that stuff. Like,
well, what would you call
load management? We have all these phrases now. It's like, how did these phrases come in my life?
Load management is interesting.
Load management's the worst. Where did that start?
I don't know.
Can we just play basketball?
Just like work. Yeah, just rest.
What's the thing they call when the guy travels, but they say it's not? It's like he's gathering the ball. That's another one.
Gathering the
Never
ball.
said gathering the ball in my life until 2 years ago. Enough with the weird phrases.
Yeah.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Thompson right side. Outside, Russell. Golden State moving the ball around. James against Robinson. There's Russell with the 3. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues, Greg, and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
Clock at 6. Trying to end the drought. Again, Russell missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Plays with such a fearlessness. Kuzma is terrific at staying engaged and forcing the issue.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in, and Los Angeles making a change here as well. Davis is checked in.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Good on the triple. Shea's got 21 in the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
Here's Curry with the 3. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game. And with the 2K Esports League build, players not only get a salary, they can also sign endorsement deals. They're celebrities now unto themselves.
So what are the endorsement deals that the 2K players sign? Is it like hat? Because you're not really moving. Nobody can people see your clothes? They can, right?
They can see your
sneakers,
clothes. Maybe it's a hat. Maybe it's
drinks,
a shirt. All of it.
Do the announcers get endorsement deals? Where's our endorsement deal?
Well, if they don't, we could probably make the stab for it right here.
I'm ready.
This is the venue to do it right here.
I'm ready to do whatever.
Let's change the culture.
CTC.
And here is Curry. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Sacramento.
Well, you also have to credit the way he controlled the pace of the game and was able to create for his teammates. Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
And Shea throws it down.
The defense has got to start to make adjustments because Che just keeps putting it to them.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
Well, give them some credit for taking advantage of a weak defense and capitalizing on every mistake.
They get it back. Davis banked in off the glass. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket. And that makes it 2 3-pointers in the quarter so far and 4 for the game.
Caldwell poke kicks to Shea. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Shea's got 25 points in the game.
Well, Che right there, through the contact, able to score it. You absolutely love that determination.
Thompson the bounce pass. Here's Curry. It's deflected. Shea with it. He's got 25. James wide open. They get the rebound. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Anthony Davis.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Bill, you host your own podcast. I've listened to it. I subscribe to it.
Thank you.
I love it. What do you make of so many NBA players now doing the same thing?
We have a couple of them. At the Ringer, we have J.J. Redick, we have Vince
like
Carter
his
and Kent
too.
Bazemore. The ones that are good at it take it seriously. It can't be one of those things where, a player says, you know what, I want a podcast, and then it just magically happens. Like, you got to work on it. You have to use your connections and book your guests, and you have to be candid on the podcast. You can't just show up and just babble. And the guys that have been successful at it are people that could probably have a media career for a living. Like JJ is clearly going to go into media after he retires. Richard Jefferson had a great podcast. He's gone into media. He's really good. Yes. So I think you need a little more talent at it than people realize. And you need the consistency of it. You can't say, I'm starting a podcast and then not do it for 2 months. Like, you have to really stick with it.
Here's Kuzma. Good. And it's Shea picking up the assist. Shea's got his 4th assist in this one. The Warriors shooting struggles apparent. 37% from the field. Curry against Rondo. Up top, Curry. He's got 18. Spellman the pass to McKinney. Over Caldwell Pope. But they get it back. Curry with it. Guarded by Kuzma. 6 to shoot. Cauley Stein kicks to Thompson. Over Shea. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 10 points.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
For 3. And Shea with the basket on the assist by Rondo. And that's now 28 points for Shea.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Curry passes to McKinney. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Davis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Well, Bill, yet another engaging conversation. Thanks for stopping by. We always appreciate your time.
Yeah, next time let's talk about the hard salary cap. I think the people really love that one. Yeah, I have some ideas.
You'd make it interesting.
I have some luxury tax ideas. Yeah, we'll get super technical.
I would be here for that. Okay. Well, Doris, you read most reporters, they try to stay impartial, but not Bill Simmons.
I think that's what makes him special, Kevin, right? He has his own lens through which he sees things, and he is unafraid to give you his opinion.
Lets it go with a 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
I love the answer from Shea. Big-time three-point delivery.
The Warriors trail. Spellman the pass to McKinney. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Kevon Looney is checked in for the Warriors. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Howard's checked in. And here are the Lakers. They're on a 16-7 run. Fires the 3. And it's Shea with the 3. Shea's got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Now here's Curry. He's got 21.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
If he's one thing, he's efficient in the paint. Rondo really good with the positioning there close to the basket.
Now Curry. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's...
Thanks a lot, Dwight. What are you seeing from your...
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Focus.
Yeah.
All right? Can't let up.
Can't let up. Gotcha.
All right? These guys are going to pounce.
All right.
All right, I got to go talk to Coach.
All right, do you think?
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. And it's McKinney in at the 3 spot. Doris, this game always evolving. Fascinating to see the players who drive that change with their unique talents find a way to do things differently.
Well, probably 2 guys currently that have revolutionized the way the game is played. Stephen Curry, with the incredible range he has in his three-point shooting. You've got to guard him as soon as he crosses the half-court line. And honestly, if the goal would be good from the other side of the half-court, he'd probably push it to out there. And James Harden, so prolific at drawing fouls. It might be maddening to the fans of opposing teams, but James Harden has led the NBA or been at the top of the free throw attempts list for years now.
Great example. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, "It's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling." And Kevin, given how it started for him in LA, many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. Curry. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Davis.
I think when you're a multi-time MVP, as Steph Curry is, on any drive, you're going to earn the whistle because you have that kind of respect.
And both free throws good for Curry. The thing about Curry you have to admire, Greg, he never wants the spotlight to himself, even as a leader of his team. He always wants his teammates to shine as well.
You think back to when Clay was trying to break Curry's three-point record last season. Curry was not only cheering for him, but actively setting him up to make it happen. That camaraderie Curry shows is why his teammates love him.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. That'll put Kyle Kuzma on the line. They get Stephen Curry. The Lakers have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And in recent years, some call the Warriors the greatest fast-breaking team since the Showtime Lakers. Doris, do you concur?
Greg, the Showtime Lakers are my all-time favorite team. But I will say, because of the shooting, the ball handling, the passing, the capability on every possession for something spectacular, I would say that this team was as close as you can get to the Showtime Lakers.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Warriors now. Warriors trail by 12. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Shea passes to James. Caldwell Pope outside. Shot clock at 6. Passes to Shea. And they double up Shea. Here's Kuzma. Here's Davis. No good that time. Good D by Thompson. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. On its way from Curry for 2. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Golden State's gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Here's Thompson outside Curry. And the Warriors get it back.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
And Cauley-Stein so explosive around the rim. Hard to defend without fouling.
And these are his second. And the Warriors with possession here. It's an 18-point game. Will it go? The shot by Looney, no good. LA has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6.
Boy, what growth from LeBron James since he entered the league with his ability to consistently knock down the jumper.
Rondo against Russell. 1:41 left to play here in the third. Pass to McKinney. 6 to shoot. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, if you're going to play the point guard position, critical that D'Angelo Russell continue to develop that aspect of his game. Nice pass.
Caldwell Pope outside. Shea passes to James. Puts it up from 15. And again, it's the Lakers.
I'll tell you, LeBron James can put a defender on skates, keep him off balance. There is no limit to where this guy can score from.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Lakers leading by 20. Shea kicks to Howard. Caldwell Pope outside. There's 38 seconds left here in the third quarter. And they double up LeBron. Back to Shea. Beyond the arc. The Lakers get it back in a new 14. The shot's good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Russell against Rondo. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. Here is Russell. Here's the 3. Here's Looney. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Looney's got 4 points this quarter. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Lakers ahead, running away with this one. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Howard is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Shea. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Rondo in at the point guard. Russell no luck. Lakers leading by 20. Shea passes to LeBron. And James throws it down.
Yeah, LeBron James will inflict pain at the rim when he gets free like that.
Warriors shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Rondo against Russell. Thompson from long range. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Burks kicks to McKinney. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Caldwell Pope outside. And the pass to Shea. Burks with the steal. Thompson outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, the call going Klay Thompson's way as he takes it up with confidence. You love that about him.
And Doris, for as great as Klay Thompson is with his shooting and his scoring, you have to acknowledge his terrific defense as well.
Kevin, he is elite on the defensive end of the floor. For Klay Thompson, he's tall enough, he's long enough, he's got exceptional feet, exceptional length, incredible discipline, stick-to-itiveness. Any defensive quality you could hope for, Klay Thompson has it.
And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies. And then on Sunday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And that matchup against the Sixers, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire. And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be in Phoenix. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Here's Cauley Stein. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
When Russell gets his teammates involved, it makes this entire team better, and it'll make him more effective at the point position.
Shea passes to Kuzma. Pass to Howard. Kicks it out to Shea. A three-pointer, no good. Warriors trail by 16. Pass to Cauley Stein. Fires from the wing. Here's Looney, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the Lakers get called for the foul. And he makes the first.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Well, you have to be a fan of the way Kevon Looney plays, the former UCLA Bruin. He puts in the work on the defensive end, Doris, and it shows.
No doubt. He has evolved to be the kind of player who is often asked to guard the wings, sometimes even point guards. Just think back to last year's playoffs. He had to guard the likes of James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Kyle Lowry. This guy is so gifted as a defender, and he's only getting started.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Cauley Stein passes to McKinney. Thompson outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Thompson's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Warriors.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Goes up the baseline. Kuzma can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Here's Russell. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 9 rebounds now tonight. The drive by Shea. Kuzma passes to Howard. Lakers working the ball around now. Yep, that one goes in there. Shea's got 40 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Warriors trail by 16. Timeout called the Warriors.
You know, even as Dwight Howard heads for his mid-30s, I believe he can still impact the game. This guy is a physical specimen. He can be a tremendous force as a shot blocker and a rebounder.
Some changes for Golden State. Omari Spellman comes in for Kevon Looney, and Curry subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Here's Thompson to the paint. It's Curry. That time on the assist by Thompson. That's 29 points for Steph Curry.
That's just a terrific pass from Klay Thompson. My goodness.
And surely Howard not as explosive as he once was. But as you said, Doris, the presence is still there.
No doubt, Kevin. And this team doesn't need Dwight to put up 20 points. That's not what he's here for. They need rim protection, and they need him to rebound at a high level.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Anthony Davis has checked in for Los Angeles.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Warriors have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. To the inside. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it. Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Pass to Kuzma. Shea outside. James the bounce pass. Shea passes to Davis. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Thompson.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that, Greg. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
And that one falls for Davis. Doris, such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
5 to shoot. Spellman the pass to Curry. Offline with his 3.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
That's a vicious assault on the rim by LeBron. Incredibly accomplished dunker who's still got plenty of bounce in his step.
And there's the pass to Curry. Can they get it? That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
The kick out to LeBron. Back to Shea. Takes the 3. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Here's Spellman, guarded by Kuzma.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
He's competed for every missed shot. Feels like he's quicker to the basketball than anyone else out there.
He doesn't hit that one. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Of course, here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive #1 pick, he's going #1 regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction.
Kuzma with the defensive effort.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here's Curry, covered by Shea. Cauley-Stein kicks to McKinney. Golden State moving it around. Thompson from long range. And the Warriors get it back.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more. Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And you have to tip your cap to Kuzma. He absorbs contact well and knows how to adjust his shot.
Golden State's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And an intentional foul.
Shooting for Golden State. Omari Spellman. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Here is Cook. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey again, everybody. Ernie Johnson. I got Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet here. Standing by on headset near the locker rooms, right down the hall, around the corner. We get a chance to catch up with our postgame guest.
Hey, what's up? It's Shaq. Listen, you've been on one the last few games. Wow. What do you think you have to do to sustain this level of production?
To sustain, I'm just going to have to stay in the same rhythm, game to game. Not overthink things too much, get points within the construct of the offense. We also have great locker room atmosphere, everyone rooting for each other. But at the same time, we keep each other grounded, keep each other humble, man. And when you do that, I think all things are good to come.
You have a lot of poise, young man. Congratulations.
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaq, for Kenny, for Kevin Harlan, for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
What's up? What's up? Let's do this. It's a nice hit.
We are joined now by one of the hottest young rookies in the league. It's hometown hero Che. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Hey, thanks for having me, Hank and Hornet.
Yeah, so we are wondering, what do you think about showing up on these lists of Rookie of the Year contenders? Now, is that something you take a lot of pride in?
I guess so, but, you know, I'm just trying to go out there and make the fans proud. It means a lot to me to wear this jersey, and I take that responsibility very seriously.
It's got to feel pretty good, though, right? You can't tell me it doesn't feel good, Che. I don't buy it, Che, not even for a penny.
I mean, well, sure, yeah. I want to be good, don't I? Any of those cats who say, nah, I'm just playing to win is lying to you, man. Don't get me wrong, I'm trying to win the chip too, but everyone likes awards. Wouldn't you like to win some awards, Hornet?
You know what, Che? I would. I really would.
That's what I'm saying, man. You don't see people showing up to the Oscars talking about, oh, man, I don't care about this awards. No, man, we all do. We all care. It's human nature.
Yeah, well, it makes perfect sense to me.
Makes a lot of sense.
All right, I'm going to let you go now, but thanks again for joining us. Always a pleasure, Che.
Hey, guys, can you play some Lil Wayne before we leave?
You got it, absolutely. That was Che, and this...
Big news for Che and company as our hometown heroes enter rarefied air. That's right. They now have the best record in the entire NBA.
Started from the bottom, now we here.
Yeah, that's right. And if they keep this up, that would mean securing home court throughout the playoffs. And in a sport like basketball, that...
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Here's what they're starting with. Fantastic. Looking forward to a long and healthy relationship.
Me too, man.
Thanks, Che.
You're welcome. See y'all later, all right?
All right.